I mean, I'm from Italy. I'm Italian. I moved here 2 years ago, actually for the masters here at ESEI. Before I studied business administration in Genova, my hometown. But then I just decided that I want to have a quick experience abroad. So that's why I decided to move here. And I think at the moment is one of the best decisions I made so far. So super happy about that.
Great. We're so happy you feel so, and that's really great to hear for our future students as well.
Mattia, I have a question. Where are you working from now? Because did you move back to Italy?
No, actually no. I decided to stay here because our situation at the office is a bit confused, let's say. I mean, for everybody, you know, with this COVID problem, we don't really have any knowledge on when to go back to the office or when to do things. So I just decided to stay here, and I'm working from home here in Barcelona. But hopefully,
awesome.
Hopefully we will go back to the office at the end of this month.
Okay.
Maybe at the beginning of June, but still not sure about that, actually.
I mean, things change on a daily basis, right? So
Yeah.
It really depends on the new announcements that come up.
And how are you dealing with this at the moment? Is it everything okay for you?
Well, at ESEI, school's closed, but we are, everything is happening online. So all of the classes are happening online, everything as usual on campus, but online in this scenario. We're hoping to start to at least the administration to go back to the campus a couple of days a week, probably from next month. So we're still internally discussing how that's going to work out. But yeah, we're planning for all of the possible scenarios for fall, you know, for students who would be able to attend on campus, you know, once travel restrictions are lifted, and those who, you know, might have to start with us remotely until they can get to Barcelona. So we're definitely planning for all of the different scenarios.
Right.
And yeah, so
yeah, no, that's so good to have the opportunity to manage everything also from work and keep working from home. I mean, I have this luck, and also with the ESEI has these opportunities, so it's super good. It's super helpful because I see how friends of mine here, my flatmates, have so many problems to deal with this situation. So having like a plan B is always nice to have, you know.
Definitely.
Awesome. Great. So I see that we have like 8 participants in the session from different countries. It would be great if the participants can write like in the chat where they're connecting from, because we definitely love to know where they're all connecting from. So yeah, Joanne, if you want to start the session.
Absolutely. Let's do that. All right, welcome guys to ESEI's Open Day session. Today it's going to be different than the standard Open Days that we have, in the sense that we have an alumni from the Master in Digital Marketing program who joined us today, Mattia Perasolo. Just a briefing on Mattia. He is from Italy. He joined the Master in Digital Marketing program in fall 2018. So he's a graduate already. And currently he is the campaign strategist at LinkedIn. And today he will so kindly share with us his experience at ESEI as well as Barcelona for all our potential students. Mattia, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
So as I said before, I'm from Italy. I moved here just for my master's study, and I'm so glad to start with ESEI. Before I was attending my bachelor degree in Genova for business and administration. After that, I just decided, okay, let's switch, let's do something different from other people and try to, to go all in and try to attend a master outside. And I have experienced another experience abroad, and I just decided that Barcelona was my best option and ESEI was my best option in terms of university. It was a bit a bet, but fortunately I had the luck to do the right thing at the right moment.
We're so glad that happened, truly. All right, and can you tell us why you chose ESEI?
So, good question. When I was almost finishing my bachelor degree, I just had a couple of options. I still had in mind that I want to go abroad. The different options were go to Sweden, go to Stockholm, for example. But then Spain and especially Barcelona was the best option for me. First, because obviously it's quite close to my hometown. I mean, it's 1 hour flight. So that was why of the city. And also I was looking for an experience for a course in digital marketing and everything related to social media marketing. And looking on the different university here in Barcelona, I had the feeling that ESEI was the best option for me. I came here before starting the semester in April, right after my graduation for the bachelor degree, and I took a look around the different university, and ESEI was the first one and the best one that the one that impressed me the most. Also, I think, Simi, I talked to you the first time I came there, so it's quite nice to have all this connection right now,
Absolutely, I couldn't agree more. I mean, Simi
I remember.
Go ahead, Simi, sorry.
No, I was just gonna say, I remember our first meeting when you came to the campus, and we were in that, in the office, talking about your intentions to study. It was a beautiful summer afternoon, and you'd recently come to Barcelona, so yeah, it was. I do remember that.
Even for me, Simisola was the admissions officer that I first talked to in Barcelona, and I first saw when I joined as well. That was back in 2017. So, yeah, I mean, things stay. It's really great. Based on what you told me, so you were a fresh graduate from your bachelor degree, and you joined the master's degree directly afterwards. Is that correct?
Yeah, 6 months after. I mean, I finished the bachelor degree in March. Then I just decided to take a break and focus a bit on myself, to start again and to collect all the ideas and to understand better what I really wanted to do. And then my decision went to social media, online media, and ESEI.
That's really great. So for our students who are wondering if they should pursue a master's degree directly after completing their bachelor degree, or with no professional experience first, did you manage to do that well? Did you find any trouble, or was it something systematic and it flew in a very regular flow?
So from the master standpoint, I would say yes, there is no issue on do that. I mean, I think I was quite prepared from my bachelor degree, because it was hard, but at the same time, it gave me a lot. So I was prepared in that sense. So if someone wants to pursue the master study right after the bachelor degree, it's super fine. There is no issue on that.
Fantastic.
Also, regarding working opportunities, I was already working in a different environment, completely different environment. I was working as a swimming coach when I was in my bachelor degree.
Mm-hmm.
But then when I got here in Barcelona, I had the opportunity with the master itself to work in a startup.
Mm-hmm.
And so this gave me the opportunity to actually get inside the business, start working in this environment, and then have less difficulties and struggling a bit less later on when I was actually looking for a job by myself. This was super helpful for me.
That's fantastic. And we'll go into more details about that a bit later.
Yeah.
If we start with your first semester, can you tell me what you think, what you thought of the first semester of classes and how the experience was for you?
Okay, so it's quite an hard question to answer to, because I don't know if you remember Simi, but we had kind of some problems with one of our courses, so we didn't actually have the full courses, all the courses we should have had in that period. So we just attend 3 different courses, and those courses were amazing. I mean, I learned a lot from that. Also having the possibility, as I said before, to work on a daily basis and apply on a daily basis what you learn in class. It was so helpful for me, and it actually makes you understand what's actually the things that count in that situation, you know, because usually at the university you got so many information about different fields, and most of the time you have the feeling that these information are useless. But when you actually apply all those information and all the feedback that the university gives to you in the working environment, that's actually what you really need to do. What you need to understand what's going on in the world and what's the best thing to do in the right moment.
Absolutely, absolutely. So based on that, what were your favorite modules, or what was your favorite module from the ones that you...
So as I said before, I wanted to pursue a career in social media and online media in general. So the best module was social media for me. It was the most helpful, and the one I'm working with right now on LinkedIn. So that was the best one for me. It gave me so many notions of what I should do, even if it in a different field, because we cover more the Facebook aspect of social media, let's say. But in general, it gave me an overview of everything, you know. So in the end, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, they all use the same function, and when you get to know one of them, you also can understand how the rest of them work. And that was one. But also I had the opportunity to work on SEO, social and share engine optimization. And for example, I didn't know anything about that. And I thought it was a complete waste of time, because it wasn't something that I really cared about before starting the course. But then I actually used the week after we had the module.
Wow.
The notion I had on SEO on the working environment, I was a bit surprised of that. So even the subjects that you think they are not the best for you at the moment, then come out that actually work, and you actually need all of these to succeed in your career, let's say.
Absolutely, and that's a very important part, right? The fact that you implement what you learn almost directly in your case.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fantastic.
And I would like to add on this point, actually, that this is for SEO, but I think all the subjects we covered in our master course were so helpful for me, because maybe in different moments, but in different moments I had the opportunity to use different notions from different subjects for different projects I had in this period. So the whole environment that the course creates around you, it's actually helpful for whatever you want to do on digital marketing.
That's really great. We're so glad to hear it.
Yeah.
And what did you think of the student community with you and around you?
That was the best part of everything, because
Yeah.
I had the chance to create relationships that are still going on right now. For example, with some of my friends from last year, maybe they are not living here anymore, but for example, we were planning actually this summer to go to Beirut to visit a friend of us. So the student community, especially the friendship that creates around the master program, especially when you are abroad, they are amazing. We are still in touch all with the others, and also the previous student coordinator at the ESEI was amazing. He had so many ideas on different projects we could run during the year. And these helped us a lot to do things and to create an actual community and an actual group around the university environment.
That's really great.
Yeah.
And the best part is you get an international community of friendships, right? So they're spread out all over the world. And
absolutely. I mean, from my best friends from last year are from Poland, the USA, Lebanon. So there's no actual Italian in my group, and that's so funny because you know, even if you go abroad, you expect to meet Italians or to meet people from your country. But if you look for something different, you have the opportunity to do that. And I think here in Barcelona, I know 5 Italians guy. So that's actually weird, but that's what I wanted before coming here.
Absolutely, and it's really great.
Yeah.
And what did you think of ESEI's teaching methodology?
I would go back to the point I shared before. Having the possibility to study and apply. I mean, the workload is not huge. I have to say this, and this is actually the best part of it, I guess. And maybe it's not the right way to say it, but having the possibility to study at the same time, working on daily basis, it's not something that you can do every time. Because maybe on other universities, on other courses, yes, you study more, you get lots of information every day, but then you don't have the opportunity to apply them on the field.
Yeah.
And doing this on every day of the master course, from the beginning of the course till the end, was super helpful. And it is working on a startup environment. It's actually so helpful when you go working for bigger enterprises, because you have a different mindset. You understand things and you think about different things that you might not think otherwise. So I'm glad that I had this opportunity to interact and to have both at the same time, working experience and studying experience. So,
and if we go into more depth about your schedule and the workload, how did you feel about that? Were you overwhelmed? How did it go for you?
You just have to be organized, I guess. Fortunately, I have always managed my time in the right way, at the university or in the as a lifestyle. I always been well organized. It wasn't overwhelming. It was good that the university hours were from 6:30 till 9:30, and that gave me the opportunity to do other things and to think about other projects during the day and during the week. So it was good to have, yes, the part of studying, super important, but focusing on other things while you are studying is also more important for me, at least. So you have to develop different skills that maybe just the university cannot give you.
Yeah.
And that was the best part of it.
That's great. And if we go into the campus and the student events, what were your thoughts on this one?
Cool. So let's say that our student coordinator was one of the best person I met there, and I'm still in contact with him. So having the opportunity to deal with him every day, he is my age, is 26. Having the opportunity to deal with him every day and work on different events for the student community every day was great. We had the opportunity to create the whole environment, having from barbecues at the school for Easter, to having the opportunity to go to Dublin for visiting the Google facilities. So, from the small things to the big things, we had the chance to go on different places, to do different things, to manage the whole community together, and that was perfect. I couldn't ask for more, actually.
That sounds amazing. And if we take a step out from your experience with ESEI into your experience in Barcelona generally, what can you tell me about that?
That's the best part of it, because when I came here, I knew Barcelona was an awesome city. Everyone wants to live wants to live here, and I expect that, but not as I'm doing now. I mean, Genova, where I'm from, is a really small city. It's actually similar to Barcelona, but here you have the possibility to work on different things, to meet people all around the world. It's an international city in the end. If you want to have your Spanish community, you can have it. If you want to talk with someone some foreigner, you have the opportunity to do that too. And this is something that it is the best part of it,
Absolutely.
Many things, many different cultures, all together in the same place. It's not something so easy to find. Yeah, I could have gone in Milan. It would have been Lima, but Milan is not Barcelona. Milan doesn't have the seaside.
Absolutely.
Milan doesn't have Barceloneta.
So
tourism is so important here, and having the opportunity to go to the beach every day, it's something that everyone is strive for,
Absolutely, absolutely. I couldn't agree more, actually.
Yeah.
And if we go into your current job, can you tell us what do you currently do and your responsibilities and how you feel in that job?
Okay, so basically I'm working in a BPO. It's called TDCX on the LinkedIn division for the North American market. Here I basically have to set up campaigns for all my clients on the US, and I actually bring them from the first phase of creation of of content creation to budgeting to analytics and actually launch the campaigns, the different campaigns. I work mainly for staffing and recruiting industry. So I actually have to help all of them to create their own campaigns to acquire new talents and new application for their business. A bit an overview of what I'm doing right now.
And how easy was it for you to land this current job after your studies at ESEI?
It wasn't that easy, especially for like, how can I say it, emotionally. It wasn't easy because after finishing my master, I was a bit concerned and I didn't really know if I wanted to go back to Italy or stay here in Barcelona. So the first period after the graduation wasn't that easy.
Okay.
But then it was easy for me to find a job afterwards. It was more difficult to really understand if the first job was the one that I really wanted to do. I worked after 2 months after the graduation. I worked for an email marketing company, but I felt so overwhelmed, and it was something that I didn't really want to do, that I was almost giving up. I wanted to go back to Italy and I wanted to do other things. But then I had some help from friends of mine, from my family, obviously, and I decided to stay here a bit longer. And in January, I had this opportunity with TDCX and LinkedIn. And I actually didn't know in a first moment that I would have worked for LinkedIn. I mean, I just applied for a campaign strategist position. And then when I get into the interview, they told me, look, you are good for us. You will work for LinkedIn. I was like, okay.
Amazing.
So to wrap it up, I think it wasn't difficult to find a job. I had the opportunity to switch from email marketing business to social media in 2 months. It was more difficult for me to adapt to the situation. Fortunately, I had my previous teacher helped me a lot. Guillermo was my tutor, and he helped me a lot on finding a job here. The social media teacher we had helped me a lot as well. They all tried to give me suggestion on how to best approach this kind of interviews and how to approach the business environment I was going to approach and to work with.
That's fantastic. So you had the support from the ESEI faculty even during and after graduation, more or less.
Yeah. The best part of it is that in ESEI, but I don't know if it's ESEI or any other kind of university, but here I actually had the possibility to work daily with different teachers that helped you all the time. If you had a question, they always answer you, and actually you create a relationship with them if you want. With Guillermo now, I'm not saying that I text to him every day, but let's say twice a month. I have some chat with him to understand what's going on and what's best to do later. And is actually something that you cannot find all the time. You have to do it because it's your part of the job, but if you want to do it, all the different teachers are so available for you and for any query you might have.
Absolutely, like they go the extra mile regardless.
Yeah, exactly, all the time.
And do you feel that the skills you learned at ESEI have been relevant to you in your job right now, as well as the jobs that you've covered after graduation?
Yeah, absolutely. Both for a working standpoint and also for what you actually study at the university. As I said at the beginning of the call, working in a startup helps you thinking differently from the rest of the people. You have to do things by yourself. You have to come up to a solution by yourself, and that's so appreciate in the working environment where I'm working now. Also, I work daily with social media. I work daily with design and user experience. I work daily with analytics and tracking and data tracking. So all the skills that you learn at the university, if you know how to, not how to use it, but if you are a bit smart to understand that this is actually what you really want to, you really need at the end, you can have a really good career, and you can at least start your career. Then it's up to you to keep going on that path.
Absolutely, absolutely. And now, as we come to the end of this Q&A session, what advice do you have for the students thinking about attending ESEI?
Weird to say, difficult to say for me, because I'm an ex-student. I finished last year, and maybe some of you can be older than me, sorry. So I don't know which advice can I give you. The only thing I can say I feel that is the right thing to do is always try to go 1 mile over, do something more all the time. Just don't stop at the first notion you can have. Just trying to understand a bit more of what you are doing and why you are doing different things. So the university can give you the mindset and the general notion to do things and to succeed. But then it's actually up to you to go over to try to do something more than the others. So if you want to have an experience abroad, yes, do it, absolutely. I wouldn't agree more. But then it's up to you to understand and to apply things on daily basis.
Absolutely. So you take all the academic knowledge that you learn, and then you expand upon that and try to expand what you know, and hopefully one day you'll land a job as a campaign strategist at LinkedIn and open up your future opportunities.
So my dream after my bachelor degree was going to the US. So, and it's still my dream. I want to work there and I want to live there. So having this opportunity to work for LinkedIn in the North American market, I wouldn't ask for more than this, maybe the path is still long. I still have to do things, still have to learn a lot. I'm sure about that. But at least I have the chance to create a connection there, and actually try to do what I really want to do. So yes.
That's really great. Thank you so much for your time and for answering all our questions. I guess right now we can open up the field for our community to ask you questions directly. So guys, if you have any questions for Mattia, please unmute your microphone and let us know. No questions. So I'm guessing Mattia covered everything in a beautiful and full explanatory manner. A couple of more minutes to see if anyone has more questions for Mattia.
Yeah, no problem. Problem.
Actually, Mattia, I wanna ask, if you could do this over again, I mean, would you choose ESEI? Like, do you think the investment was worth it? Like, from your point of view, having come to the completion of it all?
Really, from apart from the courses itself, I mean, can you hear me?
Yes. Hello? The line was cutting a little bit.
Yeah, we lost you there for a moment, but you're back on.
Okay, okay. Yes, I would do everything from the first moment I got here, and choosing ESEI was great, but not just because of the subject and the courses I attend. It would more for everything I've done related to the school and to the university. I met wonderful people, wonderful friends that I'm talking on daily, and everything related to the ESEI. It was great. As I said, not just because of the student, the studying environment and the studying standpoint, but for everything I can create around it.
Fantastic. That's really great. So I will leave a couple of more minutes for anyone who would like to ask any more questions. And if not, I guess we can call it a day.
Yeah, no problem.
Well, Mattia, it was a pleasure speaking to you and getting to know you more. And again, as a community, since like you are in the ESEI community and always will be, we'll always be here to support you in any way we can. And thank you for taking the time to share your experience and your knowledge with our students and applicants.
Thank you so much. Thank you for the opportunity, and thank you for having me here today. I hope we will have another session like this.
Oh, definitely, definitely. Mattia, have a great day ahead, and thank you for connecting with us today.
You too. Good luck for everything.
Thanks,
Mattia.
Bye.
Take care. Ciao.
Have a good day. Ciao.
So perfect. That was Mattia sharing his experience with us. And for Valentin and Biljana, thanks for being here. Joanne, thanks for moderating the session. It's been awesome to spend these 40 minutes with you guys, and we hope that you were inspired by Mattia's story. Okay, so see you guys and have a great rest of the day. Okay,
thank you. Bye.
Bye.